udvalg for Unge og Kirke har 28 fantastisk dejlige unge mennesker et sted for at undersøge, hvad er det her med kirke for noget i andre lande, og kan vi spejle os i det og bruge noget af det i Danmark.
There isn't a formula to this. It's really about asking yourself the question, where can I create some space in my life, in my daily routine? Where can I carve out a week with my friends to pray, to set aside some space and some time to pray and see what God does?
The moment that we can actually get together and sit down and listen to each other is when we really make a difference for Christ in our communities.
The problem is, of course, that a lot of stuff that happens in churches used to be connected to normal life 200 years ago, and normal people 200 years ago, and it's just got stuck.
It's about the church, about the youth today, not being a church of tomorrow, but in actual fact they are church today. They really need to have the space and be listened to. And they've got an excellent opportunity of being able to get into the community, and particularly their peers as well. And there's a resource there that we're really not using.
And it's all about communicating the ideas, each piece of an idea, all centred around a theme. And then everybody goes away and takes away a little piece of the service to do themselves, and then they come together on the night and they do it. We use visuals on the walls because it enables us to do little movie clips and things, just as you would at home. You know, if you have your TV there, you'll show your mates something on the DVD or whatever, if you were talking about it.
No, Jesus hasn't given up on the church at all. But we in the church, though, think that we take the gospel onto the streets. That's wrong, because God is already working out there. God is actually working in the lives of people who yet don't even know Him. Our task is to find out what God's doing and get out there and join in with Him.
In order to infect people with the love of Jesus, we need to be infected ourselves. That I can't give you the flu, swine flu or any other disease if I haven't got it myself. We need to be infected ourselves. And it's in that place of prayer where we're up close and personal, where Jesus is looking into our eyes and we're looking into His, and we receive His breath in us, and we give our breath, we give our life to Jesus, and we receive His life. Paul says, it's no longer I that live, but Christ in me. It's as we receive the life of Jesus in that close proximity with Him in prayer that we become infectious.
If it's real, I think it communicates, even to strangers or people who don't know anything about Christianity.
We don't convict people. We're actually nothing but seed sowers. It's the Holy Spirit that convicts people.
You know, I think as a church we have made a mistake by putting all of our effort into creating churches and saying to people, come to church. Jesus says, go. I think that is the big challenge for us, to go and make disciples. Perhaps we're not called to invite people to church. Perhaps Jesus is calling us to go and be the church out on the streets and in the schools and in the colleges and in our workplaces, in the media and the arts and entertainment. Perhaps He is calling us, He's breathing His life into us so that we can go and be infectious in all the world. That's our call. Jesus says, go.
They came because they didn't have to come. They